Everyone says personal branding is about putting your face everywhere. But what if showing your face is no longer the advantage people think it is? What if some of the fastest creators today are winning because they're faceless? And no, it's not because they're hiding, it's because they've discovered something most creators still don't understand. By the end of this video, you'll understand why faceless creators are growing faster and why this trend is only getting bigger. Most people believe growth comes from being seen, so they spend weeks worrying about cameras, their appearance, their background, their confidence. They think, if I don't look professional, nobody will take me seriously. But while they're worrying about how they look, someone else is building an audience by focusing on something completely different. And that's where the gap begins. Most creators spend more time improving their appearance than improving their ideas. Here's what's interesting. The internet has changed. People are overwhelmed with content. Why most people fail. Most creators think content is about them, their story, their lifestyle, their personality. But viewers usually care about one thing. Can you help me solve my problem? That's why many creators struggle. They focus on being noticed instead of being useful. And usefulness scales much faster than popularity. Think about it. If someone helps you solve a problem, do you care whether they showed their face? Probably not. You care that they helped. And this leads to a surprising truth. The truth nobody talks about. Faceless creators remove a distraction. Most people assume faces create trust. Sometimes they do, but faces can also shift attention away from the message. Faceless creators force viewers to focus on the value, not the creator. The idea becomes the hero, not the person. People follow value first. Personality comes later. Here's another surprising observation. Many faceless creators publish more consistently. Why? Because they spend less time worrying about appearance. No makeup, no perfect lighting, no camera anxiety, no retakes. Consistency is one of the biggest growth advantages on the internet. So if faceless creators are growing faster, what are they doing differently? There are 3 things. Step 1, they focus on a specific problem. Here's what most people get wrong. When you're building a personal brand, people often follow you, your lifestyle, your opinions, your personality. Over time, the content can become about almost anything. But faceless creators don't have that luxury. People aren't there for the creator, they're there for a specific outcome, a solution, a shortcut, an answer. And that forces faceless creators to stay extremely focused. For example, a personal brand might post about business today, productivity tomorrow, and motivation next week. A faceless channel might only focus on one thing, how to use AI tools to save time. That's it, no distractions. And because every video solves the same type of problem, the algorithm knows exactly who to recommend is subscribing. The audience knows exactly why they're subscribing, and growth becomes much easier. In other words, faceless creators often grow faster because they're forced to build around value, not personality. They can scale faster because they're not the product. This is something most people never think about. When your face is the brand, every piece of content depends on you. Your energy, your appearance, your mood, your schedule. You become the bottleneck. But faceless creators can build content like a business. One person writes, another edits. AI creates visuals. The channel keeps moving even when the creator isn't on camera. Think about it. You can replace an editor. You can replace a thumbnail designer. They can produce more content without producing more stress. Now here's the biggest advantage. Number 3, the audience cares more about the idea than the creator. This sounds small, it's not. Because viewers don't have to buy into you first. They only need to buy into the idea. And that removes a huge amount of friction. So here's the truth, faceless creators aren't growing faster because they're hiding. They're growing faster because they've removed value. The best faceless creators understand one thing. People don't share videos because of who made them. They share them because of how the video made them think. And that's why this trend isn't slowing down. It's just getting started. If you got value from this video, subscribe because we break down AI, online business, and creator without the fluff. And here's the question. If your face disappeared from your content tomorrow, would people still watch for the value alone?